Now, hello! Hello, Binks. Hello, Yik. How are we? How are we? How are we? How are we? Welcome. Tonight we're going to be doing a little bit of catch up. I had a personal day yesterday, so we've got 2 Oiltobers we've got to paint tonight. I picked out some beautiful grey dodgy paper, and I have no idea what I'm going to paint, like usual. How was your day? I'll jump straight over to the other screen, but we're going to come back in a little bit. Oh, thank you. Good voice, good music. Yeah. Hi, Jess. How are you? Let's jump over. Okay. So I did this a couple of times last year where I painted 2 at once, and I'm hoping to it will go just as well, even if it's sort of spend most of the time on one and then hop over. Let's get 2 ideas and get both going at the same time. So to start with, we're going to have to pull some prompts. So... Ugh. Actually, I'll switch back to face view. One sec. Let's get some prompts out of the bucket. Can I do this where you guys can see? There we go. I can't see, but you can see. Ugh. What's that? Pink is punk is the first one. Yeah. Alright. Alright, I've got some pink. We're gonna have to load up the palette too because I just cleaned it. Oh, you're both watching in the living room. Couch time. I like it. How is new couch going? Alright, second one. Blah, blah, blah. That's a long one. What's that say? So many things. Ah, they're both from the same person. That's hilarious. Dandelion. Either the flower or the flower is the lion. Oh, I like that challenge. So the Gridler, this night is for you, because they're both from you. Oh, bound to happen, but... Drop my mouse. Oh. Okay, pink is punk and a dandelion. This is gonna be cute. Okay. So, first things first, I've got to find some reference. So while I'm finding some reference, tell me about your day. How is everyone feeling that end of the week vibe? I know it's still Thursday, but today was my last day of work for the week. It's like non-artwork work. Ah! Everything's not falling over. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so punk and lion and dandelion. Dandelion's just like a daisy. I think they're a bit different. Oh yeah, they're the ones with the little floaters. Ooh, technical. Ooh, it is the end of the week for you. Yay! End of the week celebrations. I like it. Alright, I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. So let's go over there. Basically, a lot of the times with this challenge, what I do is go straight to Unsplash and Pixabay. They're 2 royalty-free stock photo websites. So I know I can use any of these guys for a painting. This guy is pretty cute, actually. Let's open him in another tab. And I just like to pick out a couple of things. I do find with lions, if you do just the head, it can be quite effective. Oh, this guy's sort of screaming over there. Let's... I like that. What else we got? A couple more screamers, but I don't necessarily like them as much. This one's yawning, totally. That's a yawn face. Oh, it'll make me yawn. Alright. And... no more. Don't mind him either, actually, although he looks half asleep. I like in the side profiles. Like that, he's a bit squinty. I'm very judgy when it comes to reference photos, and it's not being judgy of the animal, I'm just like, composition-wise, I can be fussy very quickly. See, he's got his eyes open, but the picture doesn't go for his full head, so that's annoying. He looks a bit bewildered. Look at that guy, he's confused. He's not sure what's going on. Maybe he's about to sneeze. That's adorable. Oh, so cute. Bit dark. Oh, she's adorable too. I definitely think we need to go male line so that way we can incorporate the flower into the main. I think that's a given. Eh, blep. Alright, I do like some of the options that we had. I think I'm going to steer away from this guy, as majestic as he is. Just because I like the side profile better. But that guy or that guy. Alright, I'll hold on to them for a second. This is our dandelions. I do like the idea of the little wispies. They're going to be hard to see on the paper though. There we go. Alright. We've got that, so that's just a nice big... That's a dandelion. Good reference. Hi Conan! How are you? We've got 2 prompts for the paintings tonight. We've got pink is punk, and we've got dandelion, either as a dandelion flower or as a lion. That's a dandelion. Hi Ritzy! Oh my god, how are you? Welcome, welcome! Thank you for joining. Did you hear me say the prompts? We've got dandelion, and we've got pink is punk. So we're just looking for references at the moment. So my dandelion is some sort of combo of these two. Is the idea. I think I'm going to get rid of this guy. I don't like how windy it is. So I think he's got nice colour. And that's very pretty. So we'll stick with these two. Oh, too zoomed in. No! Go back. Thank you. Cool. And then we need punk. What is punk? So many things. Oh. I don't know what I want to do. What's the definition of punk? I'm interested. Thanks, Yik. Sorry about that. I was just saying I was so tempted at work today to buy a fluoro pink water-based oil, and I didn't. And now I wish I did. I noticed we got them back in stock. Oh. I sort of want one of these people to just have really good lighting, and unfortunately a lot of them are really terrible lighting. Let's try it in Unsplash. One sec. This is why I why did it go away? Again, that was weird. I like this random pink guy, even though he's got nothing to do with punk. He's kind of cool. Oh, that one's kind of cool. I definitely want something with good, strong lighting, because if you're doing a monotone painting, so if I do it just in pink and white, you want to have that really strong contrast between light and dark. Then all your form stands out a lot better. This guy's kind of cool. He's a bit aggressive. He's kind of cool too. Ooh. I have no idea what's written on her face in a different language, but that is a very cool image. Bit boring, bit generic. That's kind of cute. Not contrasty though. And see, that's like Daft Punk. Does Daft Punk count? I think Daft Punk counts. Oh, that's okay, Vince. I'm sure it takes the knack. You've got the knack, you can do it. But also, yeah, the terrorists be like that. I kind of like the idea of Daft Punk. I know the person who suggested this prompt likes Daft Punk. as well. Oh, that's kind of cool too, just throwing the horns. Well, that's more metal than punk. Oh, that's a good one. Maybe we'll do Daft Punk. I like that. It's a good pun. That's a cute one too. Alright, what do we got? Nah, I don't want him. I don't need toxic masculinity in here. She's very cool, but I feel like that's a lot more obscure. I'm liking this one. I'm liking this one a lot. I love that, but it's more metal. Ooh, one of these two. Yeah. Because that's a good view of both of their helmets. Maybe I could move them a lot closer together. Yeah, and without the smoke, it's a lot easier to see the forms. Okay, I think we're going to do some shiny heads. Awesome. Alright, I'm just going to quickly save these, so I'm just going to jump you over to the other screen. This is my beautiful dodgy paper for tonight. We've got some lovely handmade dodgy. And you can see we've got some nice little craters and things going on there. They're beautiful. Let's see. If anyone doesn't know, dodgy paper is made here in Melbourne. It is handmade paper made by Roger. And it is gorgeous. And I commissioned a whole set of paper going from white to black with all these little inclusions for this project, which is a very cool inspo folder. That's what I want. Save in there. There. Save in there. Yeah. Cool. Alright, I'm just going to bring it up onto my main screen so I can see, and then we're going to get some colours out. Because yeah, I cleaned my palette just before this session, but I have not put the colours back on. Sorry. There we go. Alright. So currently my Ko-fi, I haven't got a specific goal. So my Ko-fi is just a way that people can support me as an artist. I think at this stage it'll just be, you know, helping support the channel and just making more time to do art. It used to be just for caffeine, but I'm not allowed to have the caffeine now because I'm pregnant. So yeah, it'll be, I haven't put too much thought into it. I haven't got another big like art goal at the moment. I do want a table stand for this easel, but they're not shipping to Australia at the moment. So that was my big idea as a Christmas present to myself, and it's gone in the toilet because they're not shipping to Australia, which is poop. So yeah, I think for now it's just adding to the water-soluble oil collection, because so far this is the little box that I've got, which admittedly it already looks like quite a few, but as I said, there's fluoro colours that we get, guys. Fluoro pinks and stuff. They're just cool. Thank you, Reed. No, it's not damp spots. It's different coloured paper pulp. So this is actually a black paper pulp that's been put in with the grey. And then as you screened it, they've all sort of come out in different patterns. So all the papers are sort of different pulps together. This is another one that's a black piece. And you can see there it's got white inclusions in it, and then it comes out different on either side. So this is like a smoother side, and then this is more of a textured side, and it's got all those nice little, it's almost like little pimples on the paper. It's got all these little dodgy craters. So this is one, I might paint on it tomorrow, we'll see. I've got a circle for sort of every 4 to 5 days. 5 to 6 days, I can't remember. So this is number 6 and 7, and then we're due for a circle. Which is exciting. Okay. Dandelion and punk. What colours do we need? Let me have a look. Making paper is super fun, and actually it's fun to do with kids, I'll be honest. It's a bit messy, so it's a great summer outdoor activity because you need a big tub of water, a bit of fly screen attached to a picture frame, so that sort of thing. So you've got a screen, and then basically, yeah, you just take random paper you have around the house. So like you can do old kids artwork, you can do newspaper. Newspaper's really messy though, because you get all the newsprint on your hands. Butcher's paper, any sort of paper, the thinner the better because it pulps out a lot faster. And you either blend it up, chop it up, tear it up into lots of little pieces, chuck it all in the water, and you'll create this pulp. And then you like put the screen underneath and pull it up, and it creates a piece of paper. You can even include things like gum leaves and things like that in your paper mix. It's super fun. There's some great YouTube tutorials, and yeah, I reckon Hunter would love it. And if there's a hot, like 30 to 40 degree day, it's a great thing to do outside in the shade because the paper dries a lot faster. Because half the time it's just laying out the paper on like a baking tray or something like that to dry, and it just takes forever to dry. But on a hot day, you're chill, you're fine. Alright, so I think for Daft Punk, we want our nice red. Got these two nice pinks. I've got primary magenta, which will be our main one that we use, and then I've also got permanent red violet light, but this one's a little bit pastel-y, so maybe a little bit less of this. I'll also include a dark blue that we can use for shadows, and that will come out a lot purplier once I mix them together. Lit. Okay. So the brand of this paper is called Dodgy Paper. D-O-D-G-Y paper. And I think it's just dodgypaper.com or .com.au, but if you just Google it, he's like the only one. Yes, probably although it's probably a good one if you just take a chair outside that you could play with as well. Oh, Incy, Wincy, didn't you get something paper related? At some point, did someone whisper on the wind that there may have been a thing? Or am I making stuff up? There are some companies that do like cool kits and things for paper making, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Without giving too much away. I think. Using things. I don't remember. What did I want? I wanted turquoise blue to use as shadows. Shadows. I might put out ultramarine blue as well. I'm gonna end up putting out all the colours again. Clean the palette so I could make it more straightforward, and I'm just gonna end up doing it all again. And because it's my darkest. Possibly? Good. As long as I'm not ruining things. Alright. Okay, dandelion. What do we need for dandelion? Oh, we want all those nice browny oranges. I always found it funny when I first started painting animals that appear orange, you do not use red and yellow at all. It's all tones of brown, and it sort of creates this ginger. So like light oxide red, which is what I just put out, and burnt sienna. Most of the time they will do you. You don't need... Oh, and yellows for the highlights. Because yeah, if you go into oranges, it looks so wrong. But it feels right. These are all water-based oils, or rather water-soluble oils, sorry, because they don't have a water base, but they have an emulsifier mixed into them so that you can rinse your brushes in water. So that means I don't need to use solvents while I'm pregnant, which is really cool, because solvents are definitely, they're the inhalation risk, as opposed to oil paints. Actually, I should be wearing gloves. Oil paints are an ingestion risk, so don't eat them. And then if you've got any breaks in your skin, which I don't at the moment, they can be a bit of a skin infection risk. So yeah, that's why I keep telling myself I should be painting with gloves at the moment. But we'll get those out. Yeah, so in terms of oil practice while I'm pregnant, these guys are great because I just get to avoid the solvents, which I normally only use for cleaning anyway. But this way I don't need to put on my gas mask for cleaning brushes. Because if I'm varnishing or anything at the moment, I'm wearing my full respirator. Just to avoid the possible fumes. And make sure baby is all safe. Boop. But no, it was great because I actually got a lot of these. Was it this year? Yeah, earlier this year I did a collaboration with Royal Talons, who make the Cobra paints. Royal Talons are amazing, and I did 4 Instagram posts for them, so that was really, really cool. And I'm actually doing a painting demo, like, I'm participating in the demo, not presenting it, at the end of the month, so that will be really nice to learn even more about the brand and how they will work and how to explain it a bit better. Yeah, and that's the thing with cleaning, I'm very, like, not using chemicals at the moment, or I've sort of handed off the bathroom cleaning duties to the husband. Dr. Batman's in charge of that because I just don't want to be using things that smell really strong and things like that. Just in case. It's all just a bit of just in case. Because that's the thing with like pregnancy. A lot of people are like, everything should be fine in moderation, but we haven't studied it enough. And I'm like, well, that's bloody colourful. I think that should be right. So I've got a little collections of colours here for the dandelion. I'm not sure if I maybe want a green in the background. I probably do, so I'll put out cherry. This green just opposite oranges and browns is just beautiful. Yeah, so we've definitely got a more natural palette and a much more bright, intense palette. So it's going to be interesting. I'll put some white up here as well, so it's easy to grab. That red is really having a run down the palette, isn't it? There. Okay. I think that's enough colours. I can always get more than enough. Okay, it's a medium. Okay, clean it up. Oh, it's fine now. Yeah. And I'm using the quick drying medium by Cobra. Oh god, this camera makes the bottle look so pretty. Look at that. Looks like a cool whiskey or something. Cobra quick drying medium, number 93. Water mixable oil colour. I'm having fun. Yes, yes, you mentioned that with the cool brush. Which is awesome. And I should totally clean my shower more often. It's just one of those jobs that I'm always... It is important though. Okay. Yay. Let's get going. How are my brushes doing? Let's start with here. So I've just got a little selection of brushes I've been using while I've been painting. There we go. So most of them are filberts, like this fellow. That's a little rounded filbert. This one's a little angle cut, and then I've got one round, and these two are both filberts as well. These are new little Tintoretto ones I've been trying. I just wish they were a tiny bit shorter, because the longer the brush is, the more flippy floppy it is, and you get less control. Jess, I'll send you a link. Send you a link. Hey Zanny! How are you? We're doing a double tonight. Double, 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 double. Double. Alright. Let's dandelion over this way. Where's some red? We're getting some feline moods in. We're gonna do a lion that's part flower. Yeah. Actually, Binks, I don't mind if you want to post to Jess about the shower brush thing. That would be cool. Double! I had a personal day yesterday, so I'm catching up today. And I'm just gonna do some very general lines to start our shapes. Yeah, that way. The other place you could post it, Binks, is on my Discord. My Discord's just linked below, and there's a section for just like general stuff or other chats, and that would be perfect in there, because that way then we can go back and check it after the stream, rather than trawling through chat. Because that can be a whole thing. Oh, I reckon he's got dandelion bits coming out of his beard. His beard is all pointy. Very cute. That's okay. Yeah, go into my Discord, Binks. It's just linked below, and it's just the one for the channel, and there's like a general section that you can post in, so that's absolutely fine. Blah, 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 blah. And Jess is on that as well. Yeah. I do a lot of this where I do just little dots just to check my colours and just check how they're going to play against the grey background. I love that this paper is so similar to the background of my palette because it's a fairly similar look across both. If you have like a really white palette or really black palette, or conversely your paper is way off what this is, your colours can often look lighter or darker. which is why you'll see a lot of people toning their canvas to a more of a mid-tone to match their palette, and that can be a lot easier. Or a lot of people start on brown, and that's why they have a wooden brown palette. That's just one way of approaching it. And when I do animals, I tend to like to start with a lot of darker tones, and then I paint the lighter tones into it. So I'm going to find some of those darks. Okay. Yeah, that's nice ridgy forehead marking action going on. Okay. Just curiously, can you guys hear my little Discord noise when it happens? That little boo-doo. Hey Kristen! We've got 2 prompts today. We've got, I was actually going to blue tack them up. We've got dandelion, either as a flower or as a lion flower, which we are opting for the lion flower option. Which was going to be this one. Oh, it's just above the camera. Hold on, can I put the camera up a smidge? Yes, I can. Ha ha ha. I don't know if you guys can read that. You probably can't, but either way, it's good to have for me for reference. And then the other one we're doing is Pink is Punk, which we're going to do a bit of a play on Daft Punk for. No, you can't hear the Discord noise? That's cool. I was just wondering. You're in it now? Yeah, no, absolutely, Vix. No, you're not taking over at all. No. As I said, the Discord's a great place to post that, because then if I can't find links later, I can go back and find them. Purely selfish. No, I was just curious about the noise, because I haven't sort of had Discord up most of the time when I stream, so I can hear it like ever so faintly in my headphones, but I wasn't sure if it was coming across the stream. Thank you, Yik, for reposting. Yeah, so Kristen, we looked up some reference photos before using Unsplash and Pixabay, and now we're just jumping into our Mr. Dandelion. I just want to get some sort of darks established, and then once he's sort of on his way, we'll jump over to Pink is Punk. Pink is Punk is just fun to say. It's a good combination of words. Kind of reminding me of my tiger that I did last year in Oiltober. Which I actually did at my sister's house. It was fun. That was one of the ones that was really hard to film because I was just on my lap with my camera attached very precariously with a cord to an extension lead. But ended up being one of my more popular videos. I think just because everyone loves tigers. Tigers are gorgeous. And they're very fun to paint. They're very satisfying. Yeah. You can sit going with this. Yeah. How are you, Kristen? How's your day today? We're feeling kind of Friday vibes in here, even though it's a Thursday, mainly because I don't have to work tomorrow and a couple of other people don't. It's not to say, you know, we're selfishly saying everyone should have a day off. We're just saying it's a nice, chill end of week. Feeling the end of week, which is nice. I hope anyone who does have to work tomorrow has a lovely, chill day. Hello, sister dearest! Someone took over the bucket tonight and had 2 prompts come out in a row, despite me mixing them up very well, might I add. Yay! Another one with Friday vibes. Good work, Chris. So yeah, Vicky, if you scroll up a little bit in chat, you posted the prompts. And yes, I am definitely taking the suggestion of doing flower line. Flower line. Because that's just more fun. I think your prompts were just very jumpy today. They jumped into my hand, maybe. I don't know. But 'tis exciting, because yeah, we've done one other one of yours, haven't we? Rock climbing was one of yours as well, so you're just taking over the bucket. A lot more blue in him than I thought there was. Blue, 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 blue. How was your day, Vicky? Did you get some productivity down and maybe some rest time too? Oh, you went rock climbing today. Or was rock climbing your prompt? Am I going too fast? I think you probably put in about 7 or so. I remember chopping out a few of yours, but that's okay. Heaps of people put in multiples. Surprisingly great is awesome. We love surprisingly great. Oh, Luke's birthday today! Happy birthday, Luke! From me. Did he like his outfit? Oh no, they want 150 more masks? Heck. Well, you could hire 2 assistants. Maybe? Did they indicate that they may have wanted that many when you took on the first part of the job? Because this is like their second add-on, isn't it? Heck, heck, heck. He loves it? Yay! That's exciting. God, Weta love to give you lots of notice, don't they? Alright, I sort of like where he's going now. Definitely want to bulk out his nose area a bit. Hold on. Let's do that a little bit first. You just hire 1 assistant. That's fair. I suppose with the machines and all that sort of thing, you can only have so many people in a studio anyway.
What you say? I can hear you thinking, man.
I told you after the first 25 it was a possibility. Then you had an urgent 15 today before they flew to Christchurch, and now they've confirmed 150 more. Heck! That is so many face masks to make. That's true, that's true. Have they given you a longer turnaround time for these ones though? I hope so. You can't do 150 urgently. That don't work. Might have to move his eye. Lions have much bigger noses than I thought they did. Yeah, it's more up here. Alright, we're gonna move that eye. This is why I just start with tiny blobs, so I don't want to like bulk in whole sections until I'm sure I've gotten my composition right, especially with Alan Prima painting where I haven't started with a sketch or anything. Maybe a month. Good. Good, good, good. And yes, yay money as well. I'm proud of you, honey. That's really good. Alright. Just gonna wipe off my brush and sort of smush where that eye is, so it's not distracting. Smush it away, and then we'll replace it. Replace it? We will place it again. That makes more sense. It needs to go more up here. So, Vicky, I was speaking earlier, so I'm actually using water-soluble oils while I'm doing Oiltober because of the pregnant. And the main difference between water-soluble oils and normal oils is just that they've got an emulsifier mixed in, but that doesn't mean they don't use a lot of exactly the same pigments, and a couple of pigments I haven't used any of the ones with an inhalation risk, like lead white and things like that, but a couple of them have ingestion risks where you shouldn't eat them, or if you've got broken skin, they could possibly cause infection. Same as sort of putting any random goop on your body when you have random broken skin. You really shouldn't put any goops or foreign liquids on your body when you have broken skin, unless it's like water or sterile or something. So I'm just doing gloves as a precaution while I'm pregnant, just in case. So that way we're doing all of our safety things. But yeah, with these I don't need to use solvents for cleaning, so I don't need to wear my gas mask when cleaning my brushes. I can just brush up in water, which is much, much easier on me and time-wise as well. And that's sort of my main changes when it comes to painting while pregnant. Yeah. I keep intending to actually make a YouTube video of my research while painting while pregnant, but I need to go find all my references again. I used mainly sort of 3 or 4 different websites to get my info, and I need to go back and find all those references before I start spouting the same information. So it's on the to-do list. But this weekend I want to make obviously the second Oiltober video of what I've been doing the past week. I might do that sort of Saturday. Yeah, well, it was just something I thought there would be videos on that sort of thing, and I couldn't find one when I went looking. So anytime you sort of find the resources aren't as easily available as you would like it, sometimes it's good to go, I'll make that content. But it's definitely the subject where I need to have all my resources and references right there, because it is a sort of scientific topic, I guess. We're talking about chemistry and gases and chemicals, so yeah, just one I want to be careful about, as I am not a chemist, paint chemist or otherwise. I am simply a paint user. Hey Millie, how are you? Hello, hello. We're doing a double tonight. Getting some of my face colours down on this one. If you want to have a little scroll up in the chat, we've got 2 separate prompts tonight that Yik has posted. And right now I'm working on Mr. Dandelion, who is an actual lion who's gonna have little dandelion bits as a mane and a beard. Eventually. How was your day, Millie, today? Did you have to study today? We're feeling kind of Friday vibes in here, even though it's a Thursday. Schoolwork! Yay! I am happy to be lurk content for you anytime, as long as it's helpful. Hopefully it will do the prompt justice, Vicky. That is my hope, is that we will do the prompt justice. Although the little dandelion fronds are very fiddly. Oh Yik, you're going to be reposting that all night. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Oh, lots of baths. As long as you're enjoying it, that's the main thing. I can't say I enjoyed the maths, but that just, you can see here that painting the pictures is more in my interest, and that's fine too. I weirdly liked maths when we were doing long division because you could draw it out really nice in your book. And I don't know why, that gave me satisfaction, so, you know, you get enjoyment where you can. Finding all those little dark shadows here where all these whiskers are. Default study content. Oh, Millie! You're so lovely. You're so lovely. Thank you. Have you still got some tubes and stuff for while you're studying? With study noms? Or are they all tubed away? Hey Jay! How are you? You're not life drawing tonight? You've been smashing it with the life drawing lately. That mythology night. Oh. Oh. Wait, did I do a thing? I think I did a thing. What is it? It's the that, isn't it? Is that the thing? That's okay, Vicky. I will send you a picture later, okay? Then you can see it when you wake up. Love you too. Yay, did the thing! There's a link to Jay's beautiful life drawing. If anyone likes life drawing, Jay is doing amazing cool things. Yeah! Man, worked. I think I will need the black. I wasn't going to use the black, but the blue keeps not being strong enough. Yeah. Oh, I've changed windows. Oh. Oop. There it is. We still got our mic? Yes, we do. Good. Good, 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 good. Just a big putty. Okay, so that's sort of the basic there. I think his forehead needs to come up a lot. Well, this one I was very guided on the dandelion idea, because she wrote dandelion, either the flower or the flower as a lion. So that's given me a lot of hint. And when we started looking at photos of lions, I was like, yeah. But the punk one, yeah, it was a bit lost until I saw a picture of Daft Punk, and I'm like, yeah. Shiny helmet time. So this is going to be quite fun. We're going to have a very organic picture and then a very structured image at the same time. So once I get his head shape right, I'll swap over. Getting all those shadows in. Starting to look a bit more lion-y, which is good. If lion-y is a word. Fierce. Starting to look a bit more fierce. And there's an ear up in here somewhere. The ear is so hidden in the fluff, but it's there. Just so we know. How was your day today, Jay? Gosh. Yeah, that forehead's going up a lot higher now. That's much better. Okay, let's leave him there for a sec. Wash our brush. Do you actually have some water? Where's the... I was intrigued as well at work today. I didn't realise Copra sells a brush soap. Which I don't know if it's just to condition your brush or what, because it washes out in water. I didn't think they'd need a brush soap. So, interesting things. Note. Where are we? Okay. Let's start with just the darks. We've got our primary magenta. God, this red has travelled so far. He was all the way up here. Go back where I put you. And you took the pink with you. Rude. Permanent red violet light has gone for a travel as well. Go back up there. Most of the time doing things on a vertical glass palette are fine, but sometimes the paint is just a little bit runny or a little bit oily at the top of the tube, because the paints do tend to want to unsettle the longer they sit. And it's so hard to tell how old a paint is when you buy it. Medium day. Work has been busy and I've been feeling a bit flat. Oh, top secret class has been good though. Good! Is it still on now or is it already finished? What were they doing this week? They were doing something mysterious. Something. I remember. Alright, I'm just gonna mix up a dark pink. Rather, a purple. Okay. Use that as our dark. So cool because I've got so many reflections in the helmets. Our work was insanely busy today. I work retail at an art shop for anyone who doesn't know. Just 2 afternoons a week. And today, normally in a day we'd do sort of 40 to 50 orders. Today we did 116. Which was a lot. And we had so many phone calls of people who went, oh, I ordered about 10 minutes ago. When's my order going to be ready for pickup? And you're just like, give us a minute. Please let us do that. I swear, some people think we're like Kmart and we're a little family business of like 6 people. So, that was a thing. Maybe I still want to do the gold on the... Oh, I don't want to do it in pink. I don't know. The gold is just so nice and bright. I might. I'm going to put the yellow out so I have it. Where's the yellow? Yellow and pink just look so good together because they pop. Like, look at it, even on the palette. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry. I put it too far. Like, yellow and pink together are just such a, like, dynamic pairing. Look at those. They're just... I love them. One of my favourite combos. Like orange and blue or orange and teal. Orange and teal look fantastic together. They punch you in the face. They're not quite opposite each other on the colour wheel. They're like one step off, and that makes them still really bright, but without being like really fighting each other. Alright, let me get the other helmet. Like already, this is such sharp shapes compared to that one, so soft and organic. They're so different. Also, because we are doing 2, I might paint a little bit longer than I usually do tonight, and no one is obligated to stay the whole time. I'll post the finished pictures on Instagram tomorrow, but so far I'm having a lovely evening, so thank you for joining me. Okay. Good. Just link. The silver helmet has so much more going on shapes wise, it's not as simple. And now I'm painting in blue, but the pink is going to come, it's going to incorporate. Just wanted to have sort of 2 bases so that the helmets stand out from each other. So that way they don't look like one shape, they look like 2 very distinct shapes. I think the blue one's going to be sitting behind the purple one. That that sort of jaw. It's a little hollow shape where your chin goes up again. Two. There we go, so that's sort of a jawline. There. Sort of down. Oh, he's wearing a bow tie. That's just cute. I'm sorry if anyone is a Daft Punk fan and knows their names. I don't know. You're more than welcome to enlighten me if you wish. Daft Punk are definitely one of those bands I'm very happy to play, but I wouldn't call myself necessarily a fan because I don't know all the names of the tracks and things like that. But like, definitely like some of their songs. Probably only know their really popular ones, but still, that's fine. Okay. Let's get some more pink in here. Pink. I'm liking the music mix so far tonight. Chill up, you're doing me good job. Good job. Just finding the absolute largest tones in the helmet to start, so the really, really darks. And that's what this sort of black section is. And by painting in a lot more pinks first, I can now move the dark into the light and sort of do little cutouts and things like that. Yeah. It just helps to establish the relationships as all part of the same whole, rather than it looking like a whole bunch of different sections next to each other. I want it to look like one object. Bring in a water bottle to me. Might have to eventually. My phone? Yes. Let me see if I can request a beverage. One moment. I have requested. Let us see if our request is permitted. We shall see. Alright. Yeah. Has been viewed. So this is sort of the moment where I've got to decide if I'm going to put the yellow in. Yeah? Yeah. Also, that's great. Hello, hello! Hello, hello, darling! Hello! Does that work? Are you on screen? Your feet are. Your back feet are. Thank you. I have water. That kind of works. Now leave it open so she can go in there. There you go. Well, my attempt to do a puppy cam is only a mild success because all I can see is her butt. Oh, good girl. That's fine. Just leave it open. It's fine. Thank you. Yay! You can see all of her now. Yay! Wincy, are you still here? There's a puppy. Yay! I tried to set it up in a place that she wouldn't notice it, and I think it's just ever so slightly not in the right spot, so I will have to fix that. Sandy, this is my puppy. This is Dipper. She's almost 9 months old, and she's beautiful, and as you can see, she's taken over my studio with an entire adult single mattress. Oh, now I want her on my normal screen. Can I put her on my normal screen? Video. That one? There she is! Yay! Well, I'm painting the Daft Punk. She can just cover up Daft Punk, right? That's my puppy! I'm so easily entertained. Alright, I'll pop her there for now, and then I'll if she wanders off, I'll get rid of it. Yay! This was one of the other advantages of me getting my new camera, is that we could use the old camera as a puppy camera. Which is helpful. Alright, now, this gent is wearing this wonderful sort of military coat with a million details. So, how do I simplify this? I've got the little epaulette things on it, and it's a little bit. I need to just do like a bust version where it just like quickly fades away into nothing. I'm glad I could improve things, Jess. I'm glad I could. Twinkly puppy. I'm gonna have to make her a little circle frame like me, so she's in a little bubble. Because that would be so cute. That side goes over there. More pink. A red jacket, but we're turning it into. Well, there is a picture of Daft Punk out there that is actually pink, but we went with the one on the pre-stock website. So that's why we're integrating pink ourselves. Oh, hello, hello! How are you, Incatombs? That's Nog, isn't it? Nog! How you doing? Oh, thank you so much! I really enjoyed this series. You just missed Vicky. She just went to bed a little bit ago. These are both her suggestions tonight. We're doing a dandelion and Pink is punk. Oh, those little highlights just make it. Let's do some more highlights. I know, Dipper, I've got the lights on, I'm sorry. It's her pour over her eyes, it's so cute. I'm so sorry, you just missed Vicky. I will tell her you said hi. She's starting at Wetter again on Monday, which is very exciting. She was talking to us about work and stuff. Please do. Thank you. You'll read it in the morning. That's true, actually, at the moment, because I don't have a goal, we can just buy treats for Dipper. She's currently trying to reach her toy on the floor, despite the fact that she's lying down. As you do. There is no get up, it's toy come to me, just organically. You can just hear the crunching, that's her nylon bone that she crunches on to make her teeth good. Crunch, crunch. Oh, I got water and then I never drank any. I should drink some. I don't know if Dipper hides from the fame, Jess. I missed that. Oh, she's gone. Oh. Alright, let me hide that camera. Get one. But hey, puppy cam. It is officially now slightly tested. I'm gonna call that its alpha test. We will refine the concept. I do them in every stream I watch if I get to see pets. If I get to see Pumpkin make an appearance, or Luna, or Tortoise, or all the pets. Who else's pets do I know? Chewy. Tortoise is the main one we see all the time on Bryce Supersaurus's channel because of the Tortoise song, which everyone should check out. Also on Twitch. Oh, if anyone here has a Twitch account, there was a hack last night, so change your password ASAP. Because we're not quite sure what was taken, but so far they're claiming like everything was taken. It's been spread around a lot to the Discords that I'm a part of, so yes, if you have a Discord, no, if you have a Twitch, just go change your password, minimum. So many cats. Pepper's another one? Who owns Pepper? Is it Inkmo? Pepper's another kitty. Smudge is another one. I'm remembering everyone's pets, but not who belongs to who. Definitely not as many dogs. Dipper is one of the few. Who else has dog? Oh, Binks has pup. Binks has her beautiful Malamute. I forget your dog's name, Binks. I'm sorry. Inkmo has Amelie. Okay, sorry. Not Pepper. Who owns Pepper? Oh, and then the Dangerbeard's cats, of course. They've got 3. Is it Pixel? And one's named after something Star Trek-y, I think. And then Abby, the littlest one. It's adorable. I'm liking this helmet so much already, it's already getting shiny. Abby, Dobby, and Ellie. Dobby is named after a Harry Potter character, not a Star Trek character. Thank you so much, Sunny. You are the best with all the cats. I know Pumpkin really well. Does that count? I know your cat really well. Because Pumpkin comes on stream all the time and types. Because Pumpkin is amazing. Pumpkin does talk to everyone, in between destroying your keyboard. Which I feel like was strange, to destroy the method of communication that Pumpkin is comfortable with, but you know, cats do what cats do. Yes, I did see that video, I haven't watched it yet though, with Jenna and Julian's new foster greyhound Lobster, which Lobster is a fantastic name for a greyhound. Just saying. Alright, I'm gonna dive into this yellow and see if I like it. I think I will. Yeah, see how electric that is? Ugh, let's zoom in. Hello, electric yellow. We just, what? Oh, love me some yellow. Just gonna make the piece pop. This yellow is kind of interesting. It's a new one I got from Holbein, and it's slightly greeny straight out of the tube, which is odd. I don't know if this will go on my favourites list. But I wanted a brighter yellow after. What was the piece I was doing? I was doing that rock climbing piece, and I wanted a brighter yellow. Was that enough of an enhance for you, Yick? More pixels! They just brought out a feature on Adobe Lightroom, which is basically enhance. It like takes normal photos and using AI can make them like 4K and stuff like that. And it's like, this is literally the tool that all those crime shows want to use, where they're like, oh, this terrible footage from a security camera. Enhance! Like zoom in on someone's pocket to read the note sticking out of their pocket. And it's like, oh my god, we're using AI to literally make that a thing. That's a terrible idea, because now people are going to think everything is possible. Which is not terrible from an engineering inventing point of view, but like from a graphic designer point of view, speaking to clients who have no idea how technology works, that sort of stuff was always on their agenda. Not that I've done graphic design in quite a while. I've sort of stepped away from that life a bit. Because I didn't like the stress and I wanted to focus on painting. And thanks to you lovely guys, I've been able to do that a fair bit more, which is lovely. Thank you all for your support, always. Yeah, see, that yellow just pops. Oh, I love it. We'll go back into it with some pink to give shadows, but I'm just blocking in the yellow. Because I've got to lay the yellow on quite thick to get it bright enough in one layer, I'm gonna just lay it all in for the whole section and then chop into it with the pinks and the purples. Because there's a whole lot of shine. Like, this is all like gold chrome. It's so interesting how the line is so neutral coloured and this one is just like electric. Such a comparison to be both painted at the same time. I'm enjoying it. It's actually kind of a separate side bit. It's a problem. The second this yellow touches blue, it just wants to go straight green. So I'm going to... Pretty much this whole side is in shadow anyway, so it's going to be pretty pink. Regardless. Kind of want a little straight brush. Let me just grab another brush. One sec. Have one that's handy. That's why I really like having long arms. I can just have stuff all over through here and still reach it. Aha. You. See how this brush is like, whoa, where am I? Whoa. There. See how it's like a tiny little sharp angle? That should hopefully be a lot easier to cut in all these little sharp lines. Ah, brushes everywhere. Oh, falling. I might use it too. This is like one of the tiniest brushes I have. It's a tiny, 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 tiny filbert. Oh, guys. What am I doing wrong? Oh, there we go. I was too close. It's a baby. It's so tiny. There. I grabbed him out as well for sharp details. I'm worried this one is just going to be too big. Oh, that's already helping. Good. Good, good, good. Long arms are so handy now. Look at you and your flailing. Yes. This is very productive flailing. Excuse you. And your I'm able to fit in small places. How dare you? Just because you can cocoon yourself in a hammock easily doesn't mean we all can. I'm very mature on my channel. The mature place for mature people. Not. Actually, I'm just going to use the tiny one. The only thing with the tiny brushes is the second your brush gets smaller, it can't carry as much paint. Then you have to re-dip all the time, which can get bothersome. That's okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get some more in Earth and Blue. I've almost used my whole blob. See that? Got these like coloured bars on the side of his head, and I don't know if they're always there or if they're just there in this. Difficult. Zoom you out a smidge. See the top of the camera. Oh, is that my smidge? There we go. That's better. It's a better smidge. Yeah. It's so interesting to me when I do these Ella Prima paintings, like all in one session, as opposed to my normal paintings, how okay I am with painting in blobs, rather than like thin, smoothed out sections. Because normally, like especially when I started painting, I hated thick paint. I always found it wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. But now I'm much more comfortable with it, having done these sort of series, and also life drawing, because life drawing I have to do everything so quickly. You don't have time to do nice blended areas. You might get time to do like 2 or 3 in a whole painting, depending on how long the session is. But here, go for it. with the blobs. So nice. It's definitely different to how I normally paint, so it's very refreshing. Even though Oiltober is a lot of work because of the constant painting day after day without breaks. Although technically, yeah, I did have a break yesterday, but I had a personal day, so it was efforty in a whole different way. Really call it a break. A nice little sort of sunburst coming out of that part of his helmet. Bit of a line that sort of like the horizon of whatever he's standing. Daft Punk is two guys, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's two dudes. I don't want to be rude if it's, but I'm pretty sure it is. Bit jazzy with the saxophones. Starting to look cool. Yay. Done my mistake that I usually do. I filled in the right hand side or the left hand side. Now I've got to rest my thumb on paint. I don't like to do. I don't really want to grab the mahl stick because it's a bit big for this. There we go. You should always paint further away from your dominant hand and come towards your dominant hand rather than the other way. Then you're less likely to smudge yourself. Blobs. You can actually tell they're blobs with this camera. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Rather than just like smudges. Oh. Mixing some yellow with the pink to make more of a mid-tone for all these shadowy dudes. Almost done on this helmet, and then we'll go back to I'm loving how painty this is. I know that sounds silly as a painter, but just how blobby and luscious this is coming out. It's definitely one of those, the further you are away, the more it looks shiny. And then the closer you get, the more it looks like a big smush of lipstick. Which is like, I don't know, I find painting is such a tactile thing that when you have like big squishy paint, it can be satisfying in a whole separate way. Even though I can't do like the glowy skin thing that I do in my normal paintings. Puppy's back! Puppy's back! No! That's wrong. This one. Hello, darling. Good girl. You gonna settle? You gonna settle? Hi. Yeah. Yes, I know you like to lick my gloves, but I prefer you don't. Good girl. Settle. Hey. What you doing? Such a gnome. Settle time. Settle time. Oh, now you can't see what I'm painting. Oh no! That won't work. No, like... Oh, I can only make her smaller. Okay, she's gotta go up there. Yeah, but don't lick yourself on camera. That's just unseemly. Darling girl. You looking the towel? Or, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have my dog on camera. It's being a gnome. Aren't you, darling? Very attractive. You know, cats, they just always have decorum on camera. Dogs, not so much. Cats are so well behaved. She says, it's not a cat owner. And knowing full well that yes, Pumpkin destroyed your keyboard, Sunny. That's a good girl. Oh, he's a good girl. That's a very good one. Your cat shows her butt to camera all the time. Pumpkin! The scandal. I haven't put enough shadows in. Being scared of shadows, Liz. Surely she only does that because she wants all your full attention. I'm not all my paint together. Trying to be too bold. Surprised she hasn't managed to pull out any of the squeaky toys yet. That was more my problem with opening the studio door, is if she brought in all the squeaky toys. Because she does love a squeaky toy. And that was my problem. I put too much blue in this area and it went green. Just gonna slowly integrate back in pink and get rid of all that green. Green is just not what. What is this song doing? I'm not a fan. No, thank you. Much better. Better. Bad enough. That's okay, Pup. I think she just gets curious what I'm doing, so she wants to sort of... She always seems to want either me or my husband, depending on who's not in the room. When she was a little puppy, she always wanted us to sit together on the couch. And even now, she'll sort of get in moods where she's like, no, 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 I will corral you until you both sit down together and with me, and then I am happy. And that is the ultimate state. Oh, Kika, hello, how are you? We're doing Pink is Punk over here with Daft Punk. And then we're also painting a dandelion over to the side, and I'll show you him in a minute. How are you going? How was your stream earlier today? You were doing Sims cool things. Yeah? Ruined where my chat is. Where is chat? There you are. Thank you! Getting there. Getting there. Sims was meh. I was still at work, so I wasn't able to catch your stream, but I got the notification, which was good. I think I'm going to leave him alone for a little bit. Let's transition over. Oh, you crashed a bit. That's okay. Nothing wrong with admitting that you haven't got the oomph, because that is very easy to do with streaming. Okay. This is going to be our line, boy. I have done that with streams before where I've cogged out after an hour and a half and just gone, nah, that's it. My main problem is when my arm gets super tired, like, physically conking out, you just can't push through it. The same as mental, I guess, yeah, once you reach your limit. Okay. Lion boy. I need to change reference picture. Ugh. Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna be a much more natural dandelion. Although, actually, dandelion, he could have been a lion that was a dandy from, like, French, what, 1800s or something. A bit late to put him in a powdered wig, unfortunately. Next time! Definitely could have been a French dandy. I always do this, I have these weird ideas after the fact. I had one the other day for rock climbing that I wish I did, and I can't remember what it is now. I need to write them down. Yeah, that kind of thing. Although I think that's more Edwardian than dandies. Dandies were the powdered wings with the like lace goofy sleeves. Lots of lace. Lots of like and like the powdered face with the little mole. That kind of thing. That was very dandy-ish. High heels for men. That was very dandy-ish. I do like painting ruffle collars. I've got to admit, one of my mates painted ruffle collars a couple of times, and I'm just like, they just look so good in paint because they get all luscious and textural and just all the shadows and stuff. They're very, very cool. This guy I'm not really obligated into any colours, so I can just sort of... I'm just sort of playing up the colours I see in the reference, so it's very cool on the lower half of his face and then warm at the top, so we'll sort of integrate that a little bit. Which is cool. And my camera has lost no battery power. This is awesome. It is charging through the USB cable because technology is amazing. And compared to my other camera, blown away. Sorry, Kika, this is a new live streaming camera I'm using that we were doing some fundraising for over time with my Ko-fi account, and just the fact that you can actually see the paint is still blowing my mind. Like, you can actually see the brush strokes and everything. Because before it was just a fuzz. Yeah! The webcam I'm using on my face was the one I was using before, and you can see even just the light on my face how blown out it is. It would do that with my paintings, and it would drive me nuts. But it was the best I could afford at the time, and you know, it worked for a while. But this is such an improvement. I'm so thankful. This camera is going to serve me for a long time to come. Cameras are so pretty. And the good thing about this one as well is I can get different lenses for it. There's another lens I could get or a polarizing filter for the lens, and that will help stop the sort of glary bits. See how that's like all glary? It can stop that, which is really cool. Streaming is an expensive hobby, I will admit. As a side hobby, it definitely bites the budget more than the paint supplies at the moment. Like, when I got my paper and everything for Oiltober, I'm just like, this is not even like half the camera. But at the same time, I haven't bought like a lot of big art stuff lately, because like I've got my easels, they're fine. They're both in various states of broken, but they're fine. They work. They function enough. Maybe eventually we'll do a Ko-fi for a new easel, but for now, like, this is my Aldi easel that I'm on at the moment. Yes, cheap polarizing filters can also be used as lens protectors. That's a very good point, because then you don't need to take the lens cap off every 2 seconds. Yeah. Oh, definitely. And that's what, seeing all the texture in the paper is just insane. Like, all the little craters, and it doesn't look like smudges. It's also helped by the fact that now my studio light, yeah, it doesn't blow everything out, so you can see all that detail, because having the light at like an upper angle, the light's coming down on like that angle, it just brings out all those textures, which I really like. It's fun. I'm glad so many of you guys are nerds for this kind of stuff as I am. I are big nerd. I've definitely always loved gadgets and things. I'm just not particularly as bad as like some people in our streaming community who have amazing, insane setups that I have put so much money into. I am restrained by my wallet, which is probably a good thing. But also the fact that, yeah, like, when it comes down to it, streaming and YouTube are secondary to the painting career is what I am focused on first. And the fact that we've been able to marry them together make me very, very happy. I was chatting a lot to my friend at work today because she's a mum who's on YouTube. Cat Art Illustrations, if anyone knows her here on YouTube, she does amazing things with Copic markets. She is a wizard. Do I have a command for her? That is a very good question. Do I? Cat commands. One for cat. I have one for Kel. I do! Ah. I remember my commands. I don't know what you're talking about. Yay! Oils is fantastic. Have you ever tried Kicker? They're not as hard as people think they are. Everyone thinks they're incredibly difficult, but they're actually much more approachable than you think they are. There's just a few simple things to like go through, which is basically how the paint layers, how the paint dries, and how the paint cleans. Once you got that covered, you're good. And like at the moment I'm using, these are all water-soluble oils, so that means I get to clean up with water, so I don't even need to use solvents to clean my brushes. So there's cool stuff out there. I showed them before, but I'll show them again. This is the Cobra water-soluble oils. Come on, Cobra. Show the pretty tube. Hello. I think I'm holding things too close. I need to remember to hold them sort of midway between the easel and the camera. Yeah, so that's even easier to approach because then you don't need to worry about the smell of solvents and the chemicals and that sort of thing, which I know worries a lot of people, especially if anyone's got like breathing issues or asthma or eczema or things like that. And like I'm wearing gloves as well at the moment and that doesn't hinder me at all. Just in case I got paint in any broken skin or anything like that. I haven't kind of been a little unsure about it. I'm always happy to chat oil paint if you've ever got questions, Kicker. You can always send me a DM and things like that because like I work in an art supply shop on the side, so I talk to people about oil paint all day long. Unless they want to talk to me about other art supplies, which I'm less excited about. That's the thing, that we've all got our different medium in the store, and so if someone comes up and is all like, Copic markers, I'm like, you're going to talk to Kat, because she's actually a Copic ambassador, and I only know the basics. Alcohol markers are a strange alchemy unto themselves. And like, yeah, I know the basics, but at the same time, that's not the same when you've got a master there in store. You might as well speak to the master. She is actually very big on TikTok as well, if anyone is a TikToker. She got TikTok fame with her beautiful, beautiful Copic wizardry, which is very cool. And I'm incredibly, incredibly happy for her. That so many people have now seen her work and are buying her prints and stuff off her website. It's awesome. I'm very slowly dipping my toe into TikTok and things like that. I'm not very good. Because I enjoy doing this. I do enjoy getting into the painting and chatting with people more than sitting here and remembering to film every 20 seconds. But that's okay. Digital art is great, especially because you can record your process and things like that. Do you use Procreate, Mika? Most of my friends use Procreate and they do amazing, amazing things. And I love how the video capability is built in and it's got so much capability. Yeah, Procreate, yeah. It's such a good program. I remember trying to paint, like digitally paint in Photoshop for the first time and it was just a struggle. I've only done like 3 digital paintings in my whole life on Photoshop using a Cintiq tablet. And I'll be honest, I did not have the sustained patience. I think it would be different if I had an iPad and it was something I could do on the couch. That has definitely crossed my mind, especially knowing that I will soon have a little bub sitting on me a lot of the day. Because Kat actually recommended that because she said when she was pregnant and when she gave birth to Indy, it was much easier to do digital art than traditional art because she could just whip it out on the couch and Indy would fall asleep in her lap and she could just... This is going to sound horrible, but it kind of rests the iPad on her a little bit, but not in like a bad way, just in like have child on lap and then have iPad and then go. And like, yeah, it's much easier. You chose digital art, but you wouldn't try. Yeah, that's what different mediums are just, it's the same sort of tools and drawing expertise that you already have. It's just different ways of working it. Like my thing with oil paint all the time is it's not so much drawing with lines like you do in Procreate or you do when you're sketching. It's drawing with shapes. Because that's what, with all of this, I'm creating shapes that link together. And that's why even when I draw, I prefer to draw in blobs. And that's why I use pastels and things a lot, because it's all shapes based, and that's much more paint language than it is drawing language. But even that, like, you do have lots of painters who use line, and they're quite happy to do that. I just get frustrated with the tiny little skinny brushes and that kind of stuff. I much prefer to do shapes that all link together. Yeah. Exactly, same as resting a book. Exactly. Or newspaper. In my case, it would be my dad with the crossword. Completely fine. If the child's asleep, you know, they're not going to notice. They're fine. We're here for safe child crafting at the same time. Dog's back. Hello, darling. Are you trying to dig into your bed again? I don't think you can dig a mattress like that. But I see you trying. That's why I put the towel on her bed so she could dig the towel, but she just likes digging the mattress. Which is fine, because it's an old mattress. Kika, this is my puppy Dipper. Tonight's the first night I've ever had puppy cam. Yes, honey. You gonna settle? Little. Little. Come on. She's just about 9 months old, so she's still a baby. And a bit of a weirdo. She is looking for buried treasure. My worry is one day she'll find the buried treasure and the fact that that mattress is made of foam and my whole room will be foam. Dipper. Settle. Settle. Sit. Good girl. Settle. Settle. Good girl. Oh, such a good girl. Oh, she's so good. Kika, you should definitely cat cam. Like, the only reason I was able to dog cam is because this is the camera. So the dog cam is what I used to have as a face cam, and my face cam is now what I used to have as main cam. And the fact that the two older ones use USB and my new camera uses USB-C, they're exactly the 3 ports I have on the front of my computer. So, Pumpkin is eating her castle, but the castle's so pretty. Pumpkin, why? Why you do this? Yeah, sorry, Kicker. A lot of people here have real human names because YouTube is weird like that, so... Mealy was here earlier as well, which was cool. She's doing a study. Because it's cardboard and tasty. Fair enough. I mean, that's fair enough. It's so pretty though. The Halloween castle is amazing. Your really name? It is a bit like that. That's why I ended up changing all my Twitch name and all that to my real name, because I'm doing all my art stuff through my real name. And it was just too confusing to be all like, hi, my name's Liz Fizz, but actually I do art under Liz Gridley, and it was too confusing, so that's why I changed everything to Liz Gridley. But it does sound really boring when everyone's using their, like, avatar handles, so I don't know. Because I don't do gaming or anything like that, or at least I haven't yet. Yeah, I don't know. Liz Gridley just works for me for now. Ah, secret name, yes. Senny will always just be Senny. Just the best Senny. Hey. Nope. I'm not awkward, you're awkward. Yeah. Picker, I'll have to make you a command as well. I'll put that on my list. I'm very slow with the twitchy things. I haven't even got alerts set up still. That's still on my to-do list. Because alerts are awkward and difficult and learning a whole new skill set. I'll get there eventually. Alright. Our liney boy is starting to look very cute, which is good. This has been establishing just main shapes this whole time. But we're getting there, and it's like building, basically. We're building our line. Keeping everything nice and soft. Thank you! Do you use Stream Elements or do you use the other one? What's the other one? I've installed both, but Stream Elements seems to be the one that has worked so far for like the commands and stuff, so I tend to be leaning towards Stream Elements. And I know that's the one like DB and stuff uses. Okay. Elements, cool. I had a lot of trouble with it because I normally use Firefox and it wasn't showing up properly, so I had to use Chrome for it instead because it was being a weirdo. But now that it's in Chrome, it seems to load properly, which is good. Your joke band command? Describe for the people, what's the joke band command? Because I do have some serial punners in this chat who are very talented at the terrible pun. I would love to just have like alerts for subs, alerts for donations to Ko-fi, And then what's the other one? I need to make Puppy Cam look cuter. Because, yeah, I think she needs to be in a bubble like I am. But that was literally as we started tonight. So I'll give myself 1 week grace for that. What's the other alert I wanted? Something to do with paint. Again. I should write this all down. Council of Glorious and Noble Pets has spoken and Liz Gridley is banned. Pumpkin, press the ban button, please! That is amazing, Kiko. You did miss your chance, Yik. It was your time to shine. I called you out and everything. A shame. A shame, a shame, a shame. Concentrating too hard, obviously. Busy trying to figure out how to kill your D&D players. I mean, that's fair. And, you know, very creative of you. This is your time to creatively shine. But also... I will find it a fair excuse if you give me 3 examples of how they might die, 1 that is correct and 2 that are false. By the end of the stream. So that we might mull over the death of the D&D players who actually want to be alive. I'm sure. I'm sure you'll come up with a suitable pun, Ishmit. He's back, guys. He's back in the room. Oh, I love it. Good work. Alright. Nice big blob of white on video. It's cute. Just going to move Dipper over here while we're lining, so you can see the rest of line. He definitely needs to be in a bubble like I am, I think, because then we'll have 2 bubbles. And then I can crop all the rest of her mattress that you can't see properly. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Oh, she's so cute. We went on a really good walk today, and she had a little bit of off-leash time and was very good and came back exactly when I said to, which was lovely. We chased sticks. And I took a very cute photo of her under a tree, which I love. Taking photos of your pets is like simultaneously the most joyful and difficult thing, because when you get a good shot, you're just like, oh my god, my baby, I will keep this forever. But trying to get that one shot is just like, why? New life, difficult, everything, why? And Dipper, like, she'll sit for a second, but if you're not fast enough, the moment is gone. And I took, like, a burst shot of 4 photos, and the other 3 are just dismal, but this one in the middle is just, like, so cute. Let me see if I can find it. I need to share with the class. That one. Look at my cute baby. That's like the best, like, first day of school photo ever. And the other ones are just awful. That's her just poking her tongue out at me. That one, she looks like a derp. That one, she's looking at her nose. And then, where's the other one? I've lost the good one. No. I lost the good one. It's still here. She is such a grown-up. There she is. Oh, come on. Nope. Where'd it go? There it is. Why do you keep going away when I move my mouse? Oh, I give up. I give up, but that's fine. Computers. Oh, there's an idea for you, Yik. Fireball, always good for death. Volcano. Also good for a death. Are you in a fiery locale at the moment that possibly has a volcano? Where are your players at? We could crowdsource some death for you, if you want. Some of our Twitch mates are about to start a new campaign, and I'm very intrigued because it has something to do with like an arcade. Liam Draws, Inkmo, Dangerbeard, and Sir Latchington are doing a mini campaign on Twitch. You'll keep those in mind. Yes. But yeah, Liam made a way overproduced for Twitch, but stunningly beautiful teaser video where it's like you go into a creepy old arcade and the machine flickers on and that sort of thing. What is it? It's called Arcane Arcade. That's what it's called. I'm very intrigued, so I'm hoping I can grab time to watch that. Or maybe I'll watch the VOD the day after. Also, Jordan Rasco, one of my favourite streamers, has just uploaded Luncheons and Dragons, the first 6 episodes on YouTube, so you can catch up with Luncheon and Dragons, which is the campaign she's DMing, of which I caught one of the episodes and I kind of got what was going on, but not entirely, so I definitely want to watch the videos on YouTube, because then I will actually get context. Context! But yeah, Jordan is super lovely, and I think the last session cosplayed as like Harley Quinn, which was really cool. There was a reason. There was a jester involved in the actual campaign, so it worked. They're currently in some sort of medical research dungeon. Ooh. What do you mean not all scientists are evil? This is not what I've been told before. What about henchmens to evil people? Yes? Would you verify? Yes, henchmens to evil? A bit of shine under nose. Alright, let's get some actual proper darks in this eye. Now in the reference picture the eye is just black, it doesn't have highlight or anything, so I'll decide later if we're gonna put a highlight in artificially. Sometimes when you put a highlight in, it just suddenly looks really cartoony. If it doesn't have it naturally, because that's where the shadow is. If you put light in the shadow, everything sort of loses depth. But sometimes it looks cute and makes the line look more lifelike, so. Decisions! You did not come here to be insulted, Jess. You are loved here. I gave you puppy cam. Come on. There is much love in this house. Speaking of, the puppy moved over. There you go. Jess wants a dog just so she can go release the hound. I like it. That would work. Especially because a greyhound is a hound breed, so, you know, that works. Release the terrier doesn't sound quite as malicious, even though Dipper is the breed which is the king of terriers, the Airedale. Biggest of the terrier, without including the Black Russian Terrier, which doesn't count in breed standard for some reason, even though they are way bigger. I think because they're a more recent breed, they've only been around since like the 70s or 80s or something. Everyone Google Black Russian Terrier. No, I will. They're gigantic. They're beautiful. Eh. It was the dog that we were like, that's exactly what we want. And then we went to the website and I will take that warning. I will take that warning very much. Thank you very much. No problems. No worries. Enjoy the lurk. I always appreciate a lurk. Thank you, Kika. I'm sorry, I'm going into dog tangents. Eh. Where's a picture with something for scale? There we go. This is a Black Russian Terrier. They're giant fluff balls, but they're so cute. Look at it next to the child. It's so big. It's basically a bear, which is originally what my husband said he wanted for a dog. He said he wanted a bear, but my problem was I wanted low shed. So we compromised. We compromised for our little terrier girl. She's not so little. She's half grown. She's still got halfway to go. As I said, yeah, she's only 9 months old, so She's got a ways to go. But probably a bit over halfway grown, actually. We're not in a rush though. She can stay small for longer. I'm fine with that. Almost a bit too green on this part of the face, so I'm just going to bring some more brown in. Like, it's cool, yes, but it's not green. That's a bit better. Cute. Coming along. Cool. Good. Okay. I'm just gonna add some shadow down here in the background, and then we'll put some foreground detail over the top. Sometimes you just need good underlying. Thank you, Sandy. I need to do more kitties. I think in last year's I did 3 cats in the end. I did a happy hour cat and I did a tiger, and I thought I did one more. Maybe I only did 2. I can't remember. But yeah, I might do some pet commissions closer to Christmas. We'll see how we go. I do like to do some pet commissions during the year, but I find it overwhelming to sort of always have pet commissions open, because then I don't find time for my bigger works. So, a seasonal thing. All depends on how I feel at the end of this challenge, though. I think I might want a break, depending on how Bub is doing. Which currently, second trimester is apparently the cruisy trimester of things not being as bleh feeling, so I'm okay with the book describing it like that. Rawr. Very gradually adding some textures now that I've got the base form of the fur down. Yeah, there's some better shapes, so now we've got much more clear definition between the muzzle, the cheekbone, and the eye. Now we just need the temple. That's the thing with anyone fur covered, you've got to really pay attention to these like key points of anatomy, like as I said, the temple, the muzzle, the cheekbone, because if you lose those, it just becomes a big ball of fluff. Which is why it's really challenging when you go to paint an animal that just is a big ball of fluff and you can't see any of those anatomy points. Because you've got to sort of think about where they are in the fluff and find ways to cheat, indicate them. Definitely like little Pomeranians and things like that, I rely on where the ears are versus the muzzle, because that just gives you a good little milestone. But oh, you see some photos of like groomed dogs where they've like smoothed them out into perfect spheres, and you're just like, how would you paint that? How? You couldn't. You could just put a face on a sphere and just hope people think it's a dog. Or some sort of furry ditto. I don't know. There's one really amazing artist, is it Gennari on Instagram? She's like the queen of pet paintings. She's so fantastic. And she just can create the textures, even from like not the best pictures. She can just create it because she's so experienced. She's definitely sort of one of the best I've ever seen at pet portraits. And animal portraits in general. She does lots of like tigers, and she did some pigs that were really cool. Things like that. My rag is starting to get very abstract. I feel like the very abstract stripy action. I do find with these water-based oils I am wiping my brushes a lot more often, but I think that's just because the water doesn't wash the paint out as fast as solvent does, so you can't really just like dip, wipe and go. You've got to sit there and really work the brush back and forth to get the colour out, so I'm just wiping a lot more often so the paint doesn't get as into the brush. Just minor differences. I want to leave some brush strokes that are a bit rougher to get some more texture as we lead into, I'm going to call them the fronds. I don't know if they count as petals or just seeds or what, the dandelion bits. They are dandelion bits. I think I want some more shadows first. Let's get a wider brush. Blue and stuff in there. Sort of create the just leave it very vague. My idea, sort of vague but shadowy. What are you up to tonight, Jess? Are you cross-stitching? Or stitching, I should say. Your last project that you were doing was coming along very, very fast, which was very impressive. If I do say so myself. That's easy. Okay. You are stitching! Yay! How is your stitching going? bigger section doesn't progress as fast. You chip away at it though. It'll be one of those. It'll be really satisfying when it's done compared to the fast sections that were just like, wow, the whole time. You can do it, I believe in you. That's fair, it's got a different perspective. I'm like that with my big paintings. Which is why this is so satisfying, suddenly doing a whole bunch of small paintings. And then at the end of this, I'll be sick of small paintings and I'll want to do a really big painting again. As such is my fickle brain. Oh, little pup is full asleep. That's so cute. Didn't think she'd be this snoozy tonight because I was at work from 12:30 to 5:30, but must have played with Dad enough that she got tired. Yeah, she tends to just sort of snooze while I'm at work, so I always expect her to be very bouncy when I get home. We went on the big walk before I went to work as well, so kept her out of trouble. Alright. I think I want to switch back to Daft Punk for a bit because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do these fronts, so that's going to be my thing to figure out. It's just weep. Weep. Leave his nose there. Alright. Other reference photo. Get into this guy. That one. I need a new rag. This one's such a... If anyone's curious, I use denim rags because I find the thicker fabric means that it doesn't leach through onto my pants with oil. So if you're chucking out jeans and considering doing oil painting, don't chuck out your jeans. Keep them. Because they're very handy as oil paint rags. The point where I ask my friends to donate rags to me, and they have, and it has kept me in good supply. Still got quite a good supply at the moment. They're great. Getting there. This has been good to not be painting this for a little while, because now I can really look at what I did on one side and help that make decisions on the other side. Trying to incorporate a lot more of the bright pink into this one because the silver helmet is so much brighter than the black and gold helmet. I mean, the colour will do a lot of the work for me, and then I can use a whole bunch of white to bring up the values in the highlights. Why I'm leaving some big gaps, because then we're going to be mostly white. It's the harder thing with this one because I've got the lumpy paper, but I'm trying to do lots of sharp lines. I've just encountered a lump here that's in like not a great spot. So I'm trying to do sharp lines over the top of it. So that's my first sort of struggle with the dodgy paper, is trying to do sharp lines over a 3D texture. But we can overcome. I'm liking how the blue lines are sort of interacting with the pink to do natural shadows. That's working quite well. Black. Oh, my mix for black, which is in Dancer and Blue, red, bit of Spinel black. Not black the whole way, there's a big line of light through here. Ended up painting a lot more of it black than needs to be because I want the white to mix in with it as I go. The only point where I want it to be very, very bright white. That's the main point of light. The same as like over here is the main point of light on this helmet. Getting there. Starting to feel it in my bones that I've been painting for a while, but we're making good progress, so... I should drink water! I should drink. This is hydration reminder for everyone. Drink water. Or tea time. Cup of tea time for anyone who wants tea. Dessert time for anyone who wants dessert. Oh, I put a ring on my desk. Oh. Boo. I've just got some, like, hardwood tabletops from Bunnings as my desktop. I do have to be careful about doing rings. That's such a pain. smushing some water on it in the hope that it's early enough to be saved. It probably isn't. Eh. We'll see. Thank you, Snooky. We're trying to do some chill vibes while doing the painting, which is quite lovely. How are you doing? Thanks, yeah. Snaggy, these are the prompts for what we're painting tonight. We've got 2 paintings on the go. Currently working on Pink is Punk for Oiltober. Slowly getting all these major forms in. This helmet is definitely a lot more complicated than the other one. It's got a lot more downs. I'm just sort of locking in my pink so that I can work back into it. Pretty sure I've used this one in one of the videos. If anyone doesn't know, the tracks are all provided by Chill Hop. Chill Hop is a lo-fi music service which has copyright-free music as long as you credit them that you can use in your YouTube videos and streaming, which is lovely. And as you can hear, they specialise in chill vibes, which is really nice. That's what we like over here. Bring some dark in. The neck, they're wearing a black little cover. The bow tie. camera. I kind of feel like I'm painting the pink Power Ranger at the moment a little bit, I'll be honest. Definite pink Power Ranger vibes. Both the colour and the shapes. That's okay. I mentioned right at the start of the prototype, so I'm just leaving that in silhouette a little bit at the moment. Still trying to just like fade away the bottom of the bust, so I don't want to add too much detail below the masks. I definitely want the masks to be the forefront. So with these things, you can just add highlights for days. That's the trouble with painting. You don't want to overdo highlights because you don't want to go away from your focal points. Which for me are the two strongest highlights. So sort of, where's my brush on the camera? There. And then over here, it's like here. So you have two lines going down the faces. Which is cute. That's what I'm shooting for anyway. The more detail I add, the more it'll forward. Sometimes with skinny lines and things like that as well, it's easier to place a larger line and then eat into it with the colour around it rather than try and do a perfect little line at once. So I try not to put too much pressure on myself in this sort of situation where it's all tiny skinny lines. Just lots of pulling my brush into the right shape. So you can see there how I pulled it through my rag, and this flat brush goes super skinny like that. And that helps me do little skinny lines. But it carries more paint than a little tiny skinny brush. which I like. Then I can do more of this like patting back and forth action. Create the line. I'm just trying to draw a straight line straight out, which is difficult. Again, I've gone slightly over, so I'll just go in with my dark again. Just eat it back. Same thing, I'll just pull. It's almost like I'm pinching it with my fingers. Pinching the rag around it. Dark shape, just sort of reflecting the part of the suit. It's giving it a bit more form. Here where I'm further away from my focal point, rather than using a lot of white to create the highlight, I'm just going to use a really thick pink. And that creates like a little ridge. That's still a highlight, but it's not as bright as my focal point. It means it's less distracting while still appearing convincing. It's still catching light on the edge of the helmet there, but not as strongly as the main highlight. Which is good. That's what I want. Alright, let's find this chin. So much like the pink Power Ranger. It's alright, we'll fix it. Mainly because this now looks like a white fleshy bit, but it's not, it's just where the light is. I promise it's just where the light is. Oh, hi Kat! How are you? I gave you a little shout out earlier. We were talking about cool YouTube artists. So, yeah. Hope you're doing okay after the brutal day today. Love you. Thank you. Also, I got puppy cam working. Puppy. He's very easily. Not putting up with passionate. What? No ugh, young lady. I'm allowed to spruik who I wish to spruik. Spruik! But also ugh if you're tired, go to bed. Go to bed and try and sleep and breathe effectively. I believe in you. Yeah, I do! Yeah, I do! Because I learned how to make commands and I'm very clunky at it, but ha! Suck it. Because that's a live streaming thing that I learned how to do. I still have many other things to learn how to do, like alerts and stuff, but we will get there. We will get there. Oh, she is so talented. She is. Oh, it's finished Oiltober number 1. Well done! Go to bed. Cat, go to bed. I reckon yours should be Drawtober-Vember, so you give yourself 2 months to do it. I think Drawtober-Vember is very easy to say and rolls off the tongue really nicely. So ha. Drawtober-Vember. Should coin it. You post it then bed. Fair enough. Fair enough. That nighttime algorithm is a good one. My problem is I always want to photograph things in the daytime. My problem with these, I love how they turn out at the end. But Drawtober-Vember! If you make it a cool thing, then it doesn't feel weird. Draw-Octember. Ooh, Draw-Octember sounds cooler. Okay, you're better at words than I am. Cool. Enjoy. You're better at words. Draw-Octember. I like that better. Where does this mouth go? Sort of there. Oh no, now it looks like a frown. We'll fix it. Not a frown. Never looked at this helmet this hard, and I swear there's like vents under here that must assist with breathing. They do look like very warm helmets. Thank you for the love bomb. I love it. See you later, cat. You have a lovely night. Say hi to the fur children for me. And the real children. Although she should be asleep. Bye. Thank you. And it looks like he's in a tux now because I've left that space for the bow tie. And she's very fancy. Actually a sort of green with white, red and blue stripes tie. I might just do it as a green tie. Hold on, maybe as a yellow tie and then they tie together. Tie together. Oh, it's getting there. A bit less power injury now. What I was shooting for. how this white now, it looks too bright and it's catching the eye? That's where I've got to dull it and make it more pink. I don't want it. I want it to be a highlight, but I don't want it to be shadowing the more important lights. High value without being high attention seeking. I think his mouth is a bit too far down. Up a bit. Gonna zoom out a smidge. Yeah. All the sharp lines are starting to work. Granted, on this mask there's sharp but curvy lines, which I have definitely found more challenging. There you go, not having perfect white above the lip is a lot less Power Ranger-y. Why that made such a difference? It did. Anyway. So I've really gotten sucked in on this mask, haven't I? Much less chatty. That happens sometimes. You just yell at me if you've got any questions. Or things you would like to know. Iron. This piece of art ever made me hungry? Yes. One might recall me painting a pretzel while being in the presence of a pretzel. I got very hungry during that entire painting process. Because my whole room smelled like cinnamon. I think it's more like weirdly, when you look at Instagram pages of paint brands making paint, just seeing the giant globs of paint on the desk, that makes me weirdly hungry. I'm gonna show you what I mean. It's the easiest way. Because paint, I don't know, it has this beautiful texture to it that just looks like food. Even though it's not. I'm gonna show you artspectrum.com.au. And it's more so, see like those giant globbies? Like, that just looks like icing on a cake, right? Does that not make you hungry? Me hungry? In a weird way? Globbity globbity glob. It's just like satisfying giant buttercream or something like that. I don't know, every time they advertise positions in the paint factories, I'm like so tempted because I would love to just go and make paint. But at the same time, like this is how it comes off the rollers, which is very satisfying. I don't think it's a job I would stick with because again, I want to be an artist full-time most of the time. So it's something I would love to go and learn and do like the training, but then I wouldn't want to be a long-term employee. Does that make sense? Also, it's very physically strenuous because like paint weighs a ton and you've got to have really good arm strength, really good back strength, all that kind of stuff, which I'm okay with, but I'm not like great at. Yeah, see? It looks like giant blobs of buttercream, right? Something delicious like that. And yeah, just watching it come off the mill, like this one's quite a thick mix, so it's taking a little while, but it just oozes off and you're just like, wow. I like it. And you see him just trowel it up and you're just like, oh, it's so nice. So this is a triple mill, which is 3 giant solid barrels, I think of steel or aluminium, that push the paint together. Langridge, I think, has a double mill and a triple mill, because they do smaller batches as well as larger batches. They're advertising all their raw materials at the moment, but like, let's watch that one. Look at that! Just, that's like lipstick mixed with like icing. So you can see that even just lifting a trowel's worth, like that weighs a lot. So that would be very physically on your wrists, and I have shit wrists. Probably from painting, but also just I've always had very weak wrists. We used to do bowling as kids and I couldn't use the heavier balls because my wrists would hurt. You don't like the yellow one? He's too oozy. The yellow one was a big McDonald's cheese, I do admit. That's what, some colours are definitely more delicious than others. Like that to me, as much as it should look like caramel, just doesn't look right for eating. I don't know what it is. There's just something, it's too yellowy brown. I don't know, there's something wrong with that guy. Then like other colours, oh, white's always so good because it looks like ice cream. Oh, yes. Love it. Look at it goop. And granted, this is the white that I said that was annoying me in the tube because it was all stringy, so I think I just got a bad batch because that batch looks perfect. The other one looked like Diet Nutella. Yeah, it just didn't look right. Yellowy brown is not delicious. You want like really red or orangey brown. That's a lot tastier. That's more chocolatey. Do we have a better brown? Oh, the really bright colours. The really bright colours are like kids' ice cream. Oh, look at the blue. I'm still painting while we're chatting about this, by the way. Just because I'm being a productive bean. So yeah, mesmerising paint videos. They definitely get me hungry. Which is a weird subgenre of Instagram to have, but I'm definitely a fan. And like, not every brand puts out videos like these, but they're great. See, that brown looks a bit better. That looks like cake. Oh, it's very red, actually. Kind of cake mixy. Kind of like red velvet cake. That's kind of red velvet cakey. What colour is that? Quinacridone and Crimson. That's a nice colour. Oh, burnt sienna should look better as a brown. That's a little bit better. That's at least healthier. And now you're both hungry. You brought that on yourselves. I know how often we end up in food chat here in my stream. You started this. Also, who's bringing me dessert? Because that is now my question. I don't need dessert. No, I'm fine. I might have something desserty tomorrow. We'll see. What am I doing? Now I'm mixing brown just because I'm thinking about brown. That wasn't helpful. I'm not painting brown right now. Ah. Pink. Thank you. I had my mind on the brown. Caramel slice might go down well tomorrow. I'll go to the bakery. I've got to get chicken wings for Dipper, so that's on the jobs list. Alright, I'm getting there with this one. I just need to do a rim, I think, on the bottom of the visor. Again, not too strong. Yeah, that helps. Cool. There's a bit more light in the visor than I have given it credit for, so let's spread this light a bit. So now you're gonna kill your D&D people in some sort of food. Put them in a paint roller. Put them in an oil paint rolling machine. Squeeze them into paste. That's a creative death. I mean, it's a glorified pasta roller, really. It's a giant heavy-duty pasta roller with 3 rolls rather than 1. Now you're gonna make their next session a scary escape? Ooh, scary. Very appropriate for October. Very spooky. Spooky scary. Light. Right. We're just about done on this fellow. I think I want to finish this painting off before I go back to Dandelion. The only other thing I want to do is add a bit of the yellow detail on this guy's military uniform, so let's try that. Got like a big epaulette thing here. that's the other thing that the paint videos always remind me of when it comes to food, is you remember that scene in Hook where they all eat the imaginary food that looks like rainbow ice cream? They remind me of that, and that food always looked delicious. Like, that whole scene, you're just like, stop throwing at each other, I want to eat it. I wonder if it was rainbow ice cream. I wonder what it was, because it looked so delicious. I'm so happy with how this painting is turning. I'm happy with both of these. This has been really fun. It's probably mashed potato. Mashed potato isn't tasty enough. That'd be like whipped cream and food coloring and like sugar. I leave this paint very blobby. This little like palette thing. Mashed potato wouldn't be that smooth. Mashed potato would be chunky. It is true, it does melt. At the same time, how many times do you think they shot that scene with the whole food fight? Because they would have had to clean everyone up if they had to show them more than once. And that would be not fun for the crew. I was gonna try and do the epaulette on the other side, but it just immediately wanted to turn green because there's so much blue in that area. Just gonna put red in. I say red, like pinky red. This is that hard part where if you don't want to add all the detail, it's where you draw the line. What is too much detail and what is enough. Sort of adding a very little bit at a time so I can sort of figure out where I'm going to call it, because there's so much detail in this jacket. Whoever put the piping on this jacket would have been at it for ages. I think that's as far down as I want to go. Stop there. Tried to cheat doing flat by just doing crisscrossy brush strokes. It kind of worked. I left the paint quite thick. It's gone quite chunky, which is good. Some horizontal straps. Got this big sash down here. That's what highlights too. Got the main epaulette here. It's just a whole bunch of little fringes coming down off of it. Trying to do it in a way that isn't messy. That is awkward. There's these little circles here. Sort of doing a bit more like diamonds, but it sort of gives the vibe of military jacket without being the most technical painting that would take a million years. Because again, I don't want the jacket to be more detailed. I just want it to be the impression of a jacket, not the strictest straight realism painting of a jacket. I'm so glad we brought the yellow in. That's made such a difference with this piece. Puppy got up. You okay, sweetie? I'll see. Yeah, that's okay, darling. I think she got up to part. Ugh. Beautiful work, darling. Beautiful work. Gross. Aren't you guys glad YouTube doesn't have smell-o-vision? That's it. Okay. Yay! Pink is punk. Daft Punk version. Adding some more oomph to some of the pink in this outfit, and then I'll be done. Just needed some oomph. I'm fiddling. I'm getting there. Last minute little things you see. Little adjustments, but there's every time you do one, you see another, and then you're just like, ah. There we go. Fingers pump! Done! Yeah! Alright, let's get dandelioning, shall we? Hello, sir. Get rid of that video working, but it is Daft Pink! Yeah! I like. Alright. How am I gonna make this look like dandelion fronds? That is still the question. The first thing I'm gonna do a little couple of fronds floating away. I think that will help the visual. There. I'm just trying to place some roots. You guys are actually getting quite a lot of glare here, so let me just see if I can move the easel. That's a bit better. I really need both pictures of it. Last one sec. Okay, I can just see chat. Oh, this is hard to do straight lines over all the lumps. Oh, I'm trying. Mine was great on this paper until now. If I ever wanted to combine two Oiltober prompts into a single work, I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't remember an example of when that was the case. I've definitely done some that have been very co-themed, where they're almost a pair. Like, last year I got the prompt Rora and the prompt Boobies, and Rora is a model who has a prominent chest area. So she sort of did both prompts just being herself. So I did a life drawing and I did a portrait of Aurora for that one. And I did them as a pair, and they definitely sort of had a great relationship together. They didn't end up getting sold together, but like they sort of almost were one work, even though they were two. Trying to think of other ones. It's hard because I don't often think of relationships between pieces unless I painted them together like I have tonight, just because they're all so separate. They're also like, yeah, separate moments of me sitting down and thinking, as opposed to like when I do normal series of work in paintings, it's a lot of pre-thought before I even pick up the brush. Yeah, I don't know, it's an interesting concept. I think part of the struggle as well is I don't get to pull out multiple prompts most of the time. I only get to pull out one, so you only really think of it by itself. Well, that might work better. I've just picked up the palette knife to see if I can do more scratchy lines. Or like whiskers and things. Well, that didn't work as well as I hoped. Yeah. Yeah, actually, no. I have less control with a knife. It was a thought. With fur, I always want to cheat and just do giant blobs, but sometimes you really just have to sit there and draw 100 lines to make it look like fur. But it's past 11. Such an old lady, I'm not used to staying up this late anymore. Ah! I'm saying I'm an old lady, I'm a pregnant lady. Whose belly sometimes decides when it's bedtime. No wonder the puppy's asleep. This is an hour past her bedtime. She got to stay up late. I say stay up late, she's asleep, but not in her bed. Not in her night bed. think I'm a little bit limited on how sharp I can do these lines with the textured paper. It's just not going down smooth. It's refusing, which is fine. Maybe that's part of his character. A bit old and disheveled, like a dandelion that's been half blown away. Venting a little bit of eye glint there, but I think that's okay. Glint. Eating.
Didn't always really felt right. Being one of many, but was never mine. It's just a lot to take, I can't hide. Wish that I would be in my own paradise. He said, there's one place that feels right. I can take you there if you like. Hold my hand and let me guide. You will find your place in the sky.
Yeah, possibly. I did mention earlier that both of my easels are in various states of slightly broken. So, an easel eventually would be great, and I would probably go to a crank easel. There's a crank easel, rather than having the ring pull and you have to hold the easel up and down as you move it. A crank, you just literally turn the crank and it goes up and down, and it just takes all that weight off your back and your wrist, which I did mention that my wrists are not great at the best of times anyway. But that is a much more significant investment than the camera was, so I will give myself time for that. Time. Might set it up on Ko-fi eventually as like a very, very long-term goal, but this easel works fine. It's mainly like the little holder on this easel that holds the top of the artwork on. I busted that. But Jack and I did think of a way to possibly fix that, so I don't know. Maybe if we have time and access to someone's awesome workbench or something like that, maybe we could eventually fix that. I don't know. If the workbench is, you know, a share space for creative projects, we'll see. That could be a great access and spur of actually doing the projects that we keep talking about doing. We'll see. At the moment, I feel like I'm very spoiled with the current studio setup I have. I definitely have everything I need. For now. Is awesome. There's always that part of my brain that wishes the ceiling was, you know, 2 foot higher and things like that so I could paint bigger, but as I've learned, the problem with painting bigger is what do you do with the paintings afterwards if you don't sell them? Because so far, I haven't sold any of my super big works. Recently I sold a big work, but it was just over a meter? No, meter and a bit. Not like 2 meters, which my biggest works have been sort of 2 meters tall and that sort of thing. This is gradually helping the line, it just takes so long to draw fur. That's the thing, the more texture I put in, the better it looks, and I know I've just got to keep going. It's a bit of a workhorse. Absolutely fine if you guys need to go to bed or anything like that. I will just soldier on until he is done. Because yeah, I understand just watching me paint fur can be a bit tedious. It's getting there though, it's a building process, that's the problem. The more I build it, the better it looks. It's a process. I've definitely enjoyed tonight's stream, it has been lovely. I think that's the other thing with studios as well. They're always sort of a work in progress. It's not like a... I don't know, I don't feel like an art studio is ever complete, but that's just because I'm always excited about the next thing. That's the other thing I'd really like is the table stand for this easel, so it just stops it rocking back and forth. But they're not shipping to Australia at the moment because COVID stuffed up all the shipping routes. Which I understand, and it's always better to not ship to places rather than have unreliable who knows how long it will take to fucking get there, but frustrating when I want to buy your product. If I get desperate, I can always ask American friends to send it over to me, but I'm too annoying. Actually, we should think about sending something to those American friends for Christmas. That would be nice. Problem I'm having with this, it looks cute until I do one line too thick and then it looks silly. It's like quite an old line now, like an Aslan. More blonde highlights and give him the older he looks. Oh, picnic friends, you know who you are. Have we decided on a time? A place? Just tell me yes or no. We should do that. Darling husband brought up the idea that perhaps table and chairs would be a good idea, so like that dog park that we've been to recently has tables and chairs that are further back under the shade. Not that I should probably be talking about this constraint, but you know what I mean. Sueño más de lo que debo, despego, quemo eso, subo al cielo, pero arriba no me encuentro nada nuevo y luego acabo todo tirado por los suelos. Quería subir para no bajar, con cara de póker grabando el track, soltarme unas barras y poco más, sin imaginar lo que podría pasar. Siempre sonrío con los ojos cerrados. Bebo batido en la escalera sentado. Hermano, ¿por qué andas preocupado? Pensando en las cosas que aún no te han pasado. ¿Qué pasó, mi pana? Estoy matando monstruos con las hawaianas, volando en posiciones raras. El peso de mi alma en una tana. He's getting there. He's looking very wispy. Discussions will occur tomorrow morning. Perfect. Thank you. Good confirmation. Todo flexi con mi chica, dando vueltas, pica pica. Estoy usando la varita, mientras todo dinamita. Los sueños se derriten por aquí, es así. I think I want to put like a strong color next to the face just to cut it out from the background. Kind of like how I did with my seemingly endless nudes. The question is what colour? Do I do something dark or do I do something more greeny? I think more greeny. I did put this green over here. Let's give it a go. Cut out his nose a little bit as well. Got a bit bulbous. Yeah, that totally helps. Awesome.
Respira bien hondo, puedes ser quien quieras. Escúchate por dentro a ver qué suena.
I'll do like a rough shape.
Es así. En el Honda con el Andy. O en la plaza con la Pandy. En el Honda con el Andy. O en la plaza con la Pandy. En el Honda con el Andy.
A little bug in here in my studio life, and he's having a great time. I'm just playing in my face though. Yeah, that helps. Just chopped his face out just ever so slightly. Bleed it into his beard. I know I put the screen out. Oh, his face is so much stronger now. It's good. Stuffed up his eye highlight. Oops. We can fix that. Any prompts surprise you? Not the prompt themselves, but who they came from. The hurricane one was kind of surprising, but in like a hilarious way. I didn't think anyone was gonna put in something like that was so like direct, but it was quite fun to pull out. Although I'm not surprised at who suggested that at all. The one last year that I ended up doing Batman for, what was that? It was like tech hipster. That one threw me for a loop. Absolutely threw me for a loop. I have no idea where that came from, no idea why. That one was so random. Because yeah, I started by painting someone wearing Google glasses because I was like, this was meant to be the next best thing, and then it just disappeared. And then I hated the painting, so I changed it to a painting of Batman. And was very much reminded by multiple people afterwards that Iron Man is much more of a tech hipster than Batman is. And I retort that I did not have any Iron Man action figures to paint from life, and I had multiple Batman figures to paint from life. So that was my argument there. Yep, stop digging the bed. Yep. Settle, sweet girl. We'll go to bed in a minute. I might add a little bit more fur in the morning, but this is pretty much where I wanted to be with it, so I'm quite happy with our line. I think it's just one of those things, if I let the paint dry a bit, I can layer up more fur again, which will just help the whole look, I think. I think I'm sort of reaching the limit of how much I can do. Which I know these are meant to be one session paintings, but come on, this was pretty much one session. We got most of the way around. And like, it's 99% there in terms of concept. I'm just like literally wanting to add more texture to the fur. So I think if I do that on another day, that is not the end of the world. Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a zoom out, shall we? Whoop. There's our two paintings for tonight. We have a dandelion and pink is punk. Oh, my hands are gross from being in gloves. Yuck. Hate that feeling when you just take gloves off and your hands are all like, clammy. Blah. I had so much fun tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I feel like we accomplished so much. It's the dandelion. Yeah. What do you reckon, Senny? I think the green really pulled it together. Oh, add detail to the mane. Yeah. Mostly the mane. It's mainly like up here. It's really choppy and I just want to like add more layers. But the overall construction will all stay exactly the same. Yeah. I had so much fun. I'm so tired. I can feel it now. Yeah, Dipper, you're ready for bed too, aren't you, darling? Yeah, look at that yawn. You're such a good girl. Look at me. It's just my hands without gloves. They're probably salty. I bet. Oh, gorgeous girl. Thank you, Wincy, Sunny, Yik, Jess. Thank you everyone who's here and has joined us over the course of the night. You are all amazing soldiers, and I feel like we have all deserved bedtime. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, thank you so much for joining me. I'm really enjoying these live streams, and especially for Oiltober. It's so much fun to knock stuff out with you guys. I'm gonna go to bed, and there will be a video late this weekend of all my Oiltobers so far this week. Yay! And we'll caught back up, so we're officially on... We're right there. Yeah, Dipper definitely got that bed memo. She is ready for bed. This is almost 2 hours past her bedtime, so she is ready. So I'm gonna go try and convince her to brush her teeth. And then once we're past brushing teeth, it's bedtime. But I hope you all have a lovely night and have a beautiful weekend. When we get to the weekend, everyone who has to work on Friday, I'm sorry. You should take the day off and have a long weekend. Just saying. And I love you lots. Alright. Good night, everyone. Bye.